guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. We are going to be talking all about game-changing conditioner hacks in today's video for the happiest, healthiest hair possible. I actually made a video just like this a few months ago for shampoo, and that's going to be listed below, by the way, if you haven't seen that yet. But so many of you guys requested a part 2 where I do that same exact type of thing, but talking about conditioner slash hair masks. At the time, I was like, oh, I don't think I have enough to say about conditioner to make an entire video, but as I started to write down my notes, I was like, who am I kidding? Of course I do. I always have way too much to say, so we have a lot to get through in today's video. I'm going to be talking about what to look for in a conditioner, how to apply conditioner to get the best and most effective results possible, and what we're doing well today. Can you tell that I've already filmed a lot of videos before this? Some sneaky tips is what I was going to say that have made the world of a difference for me in what conditioner is able to do for my hair. So if you would like to know how to make the most out of your conditioner, we're going to jump into that in a second. But before we do, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, click on that notification bell, and drop a comment below letting me know a hair care video that you would like me to create next. Thank you so much for doing all of those things. It really helps to support me with the YouTube algorithm, so I appreciate you so much. And if you need anything from me, it's always listed in my description box below, including Lightroom preset filters for editing your Instagram photos, my SPF merch, discount codes, timestamps, and links to all the products that I'll be sharing today, as well as my favorite skincare and hair care products of all time. All right, let's talk conditioner. Okay, let's start off by talking about what we should be looking for in a conditioner, or what a good conditioner will do for our hair. So a good conditioner is going to make our hair look shinier, feel softer, be more manageable, so easier to detangle, and also tame frizz and reduce static. So conditioners were essentially designed to restore our hair after we shampoo it. And even though modern day shampoos are significantly less harsh than older shampoos, all shampoos, no matter what, are still going to strip the hair and damage the hair to some degree. So that is where conditioners step in to help to restore our hair. They will help to smooth the cuticle, they will strengthen the hair, and they will also help to reduce friction when we are wet combing the hair after we wash and condition it. Okay, now that we know what a good conditioner is supposed to do for our hair, let's talk through my tips and tricks for application. So the first tip actually has to do with the way that you apply shampoo, and I did talk about this in that shampoo video, but that is to make sure that you are gently massaging shampoo into the scalp. When you are shampooing roughly and quickly, that is naturally going to create some tangles, and that is going to make it a lot more difficult to apply conditioner as evenly as possible. So the goal is to have your hair line as flat as it can be, as detangled as it as detangled as it can be, so that you can evenly coat the hair with conditioner. The next tip is to make sure that you're wringing excess water from your hair before you apply conditioner, but as gently as possible. So you don't want to be twisting your hair, pulling it, tugging it. This is definitely a step that can encourage breakage if you're not careful. So instead of doing all of those things, I feel like I've definitely seen videos of that and I'm like, oh, cringing. Don't twist, don't pull. Instead, gently just squeeze on your hair to wring out that excess water. My next tip is to apply conditioner or your hair mask, because I will say that almost all of these tips that I'm sharing are applicable for hair masks as well, so just keep that in mind throughout this video. But apply your conditioner in sections. So a common way for people to apply conditioner is just taking all of their hair like this in a ponytail and then putting that conditioner just around the outside of that ponytail. That's great for the outside, but that is neglecting a lot of the hair on the inside. So try this in the shower. First, take all of your hair in a ponytail, apply conditioner like that, especially if that's how you normally do it, but then separate your hair into a few different sections like that, like 2 to 4 sections, and you will be able to feel all these different areas in your hair where there's no conditioner at all. So instead, what you're gonna wanna do after shampooing and wringing out that excess water is to again create 2 to 4 sections in your hair and apply conditioner to those. That's going to make sure that as much hair as possible is coated in that conditioner so that you're not missing any major areas. And my last application tip is, while that conditioner or hair mask is sitting in your hair, to put your hair up in some sort of towel turban like one of these, or a shower cap, and I will list these in a shower cap option below. But what that is going to do is just naturally create some heat so that that conditioner can penetrate as effectively as possible. If you've never tried this, you have to, because I'm telling you, whenever I do this, I notice a serious difference in how soft my hair is and how easy it is to detangle. So I definitely feel, just from personal experience, that this is a must in my routine. Okay, now let's talk about what to look for as far as the formula of your conditioner. So first, I will say it's definitely important to choose a formula that's actually going to agree with your hair type. If you feel that you have really damaged hair or it's looking extra distressed and dry, it's definitely very tempting to choose the thickest, creamiest formula. Trust me, I have been there, but that is not the formula that's going to work the best for everybody, and the thickness of a conditioner doesn't indicate its ability to restore your hair, if that makes sense. So if you have really fine, thin hair, a lighter weight conditioner is not going to work less effectively than a thick, creamy one. That's actually going to be suitable for your hair type, give your hair what it needs, still coat the hair well, give it the conditioning benefits, but without weighing your hair down. So a thinner formula, of course, is going to be better for thinner, finer hair, I'm losing it, and a thicker formula is going to be best for really coarse, dense hair. Okay, my next tip might feel super obvious to some, but I feel like this is still something that I get questions about, and that is, do I have to use the same line of products for all of my hair care products or for my shampoo and conditioner in order to see maximum results or benefits? And the answer is no. You don't have to use the conditioner from the same line as your shampoo if it's not something that's working great for you. So I've definitely had that happen where I love a shampoo formula. It works so well for me, but the matching conditioner in that line is not necessarily the best fit for my hair type, or vice versa. So don't feel like all of your products have to have the same label in order to, again, see maximum results. Doesn't work like that. The conditioner that is the right formula for you is what's going to give you those maximum results, even if it's from a different line. My next tip is going to offend quite a few people, but it is to look for silicones on your ingredients list for your conditioner. This is obviously not going to be universal for everybody, but I feel like I have to bring it up because silicone free has become a very trendy label on hair care products because of the clean beauty movement. But the reality is silicones are incredible conditioning ingredients. So compared to plant-based butters and oils, they're able to form a film on the hair that isn't as greasy as those ingredients and help your hair to be more manageable, to tame frizz, make it feel softer, make it look shinier, to detangle it, do all of the things that we want a conditioner to do, as well as help to strengthen and protect our hair. So silicones are amazing, and if you feel like after you use your shampoo and conditioner, your hair is looking really, really frizzy, it's excessively tangly, it's looking dry, or just not looking like it should after you condition your hair, look at your ingredients label and see if you can spot any silicone-based ingredients. So there's a few different common forms of silicones that you'll find in hair care products. They include things like dimethicone, amodimethicone, cyclomethicone. I feel like I had one more written down. No, I didn't. But there are a lot of different silicone-based ingredients. Of course, you can check with a quick Google search, or what you can do is look at the brand's website and see if they're a brand that pushes silicone-free, because then you'll know that their products most likely don't contain silicones, even though there are some brands that will use labels like that, and then their products actually do have those ingredients. We love when that happens, don't we? But I would say that's definitely not the norm. So if you're seeing silicone-free on a brand's website, I would say for the most part, you can trust that. And if you're experiencing some of those negative things that we just talked about, the frizziness, the tangles, and the brand is silicone free, I would definitely switch to a set shampoo and conditioner that has added silicones in them, so that you can get the amazing benefits of a conditioner and what it's supposed to do for you. Again, this is not necessarily going to be universal. I know that there are certain people who really enjoy silicone free products, but for what it's worth, all of my favorite conditioners and shampoos contain silicones, and I'll make sure to list those below. All right, now we're gonna wrap up with 2 little hacks that I have found that you may really enjoy doing. I will say that, kind of similar to the silicone situation, these are not going to be universal. These are not going to be tips that work for everybody, but it may be something, or they may, because there's 2 tips that you want to test out that you may really enjoy. The first tip is to use the conditioner in your hair to your advantage as a detangling tool. So you may want to consider using a wide tooth comb in the shower while your conditioner is sitting in your hair to help to detangle more easily. And I really mean it when I say that this is not for everybody, because our hair is incredibly fragile when it's wet. The ideal scenario for those with straight to wavy hair is to actually brush our hair when it's dry and avoid brushing when it's wet. But if you're like me and your hair is very susceptible to tangles, that's not an option to wait until our hair is dry, because that will make the tangles even more difficult to work through. So that may be a scenario where you really love this hack and find that it actually causes less breakage than if you were to brush when your hair is still wet out of the shower with just a leave-in conditioner in, because a conditioner itself is going to give your hair so much more slip and detangle your hair so much more easily than something like a leave-in conditioning spray. So once you get to the conditioner step in your routine, if your hair is not too tangled, if it's not snarled together, which is definitely the goal, that's where you could take a wide tooth comb and just gently work through your hair to detangle right there, so then you can rinse the conditioner out and then you don't have to worry about brushing and eventually causing breakage on that wet hair. But again, use your best judgment here, because if you feel that you have to pull or yank on the comb to work it through your ends, and you're going to want to skip this step because that will just end up causing more harm than good. And the second optional hack is to consider applying conditioner to the ends of your hair before you shampoo. So if this sounds totally crazy to you, it's actually a trend that's been around for a while. It's just recently resurfaced and it's called reverse washing. So the idea behind this is the same thing as the idea of applying oils to the ends of your hair before shampooing. It's going to act sort of like a protective layer between your hair and the shampoo, which, like we said earlier, is inevitably going to strip and damage the hair to some degree. I did actually make an entire video talking all about reverse washing that I will list below. So if you're curious about that trend, you want to know more before you try it out, I talk about the pros and cons in that video and the specific way that I like to actually hack the hack of reverse washing to get the most benefit for my hair, because I actually don't love the idea of conditioner, then shampoo, then nothing, as a little hint. So check that out if you want to know more, but that may be something that you find really benefits your hair that you enjoy doing. All right, you guys, those are all of the conditioner slash hair mask hacks that I have for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. You'll have to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you going to try anything out that I talked about in this video? Are you going to pick up any of my favorite conditioners, which again are going to be listed and linked in my description box below? Let me know. I am super curious, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, click on that notification bell and send my channel to a friend. Thanks so much for doing all of those things. Your support means the world. Make sure to stay tuned for my next video. That will be up in a few days, but until then, I hope you have a great few days.